I don't know why the fuck people thought that was like a coming out. I have said that I'm ace. I didn't realize that was a thing that you had to come out about. Was I supposed to come out? Was I supposed to tell people? Hey. Holy shit, Chad, I've missed you. Oh my god. How have you been? Holy shit, I've been away. I've left, but I came back with some cool shit. Look what I fucking got. I have a fucking lightsaber, Chad. This thing lights candles from 4 feet away, I swear to god. Whoa. Ashley has given him another thing to burn his house down. Yeah? This is what I'm gonna be taking on trips. You know, if I can't have knives, I'm having a fucking lightsaber. Beat that, fucking government. Yeah. Do you want to hear about my week, chat? I gotta tell you about some shit. As you may be aware, I have been goofing around recently. Every month, I'll go on these little trips. I'll go on a little vacation, so to say, in which I straight up just dress like a girl the entire fucking time. From like 11 a.m. to like 11 p.m. I'm doing photo shoots, we're doing all this stuff. I get a bunch of like dresses and shit to wear. I do these little trips with Hitch and Barbie, and we go and take a bunch of photos, which go up on the Battle Pass. I rarely leave the hotel room. I think I left about 3 times. One of the times, it was to fetch food. It was about the end of the day. And I look like this. So I went downstairs. It was the last day. We ordered burritos, we ordered Five Guys because Hitch has never had Five Guys before. How the fuck is that even possible, dude? I was in this fit. Barbie picked out a dress for me and I went downstairs. It goes from here to like, this'll be interesting to get a little scared, still confident to, oh. I get stared at a lot, dude. I went to go visit a pub in like where I'm gonna move to, and I realized something that like, this is a bit like,
how's it hanging?
Old, you know, of a town. Like people are kind of just older, and there was a guy at the bar when I was ordering that had no problem just doing this, just staying like that. I made eye contact with him. I stared back. People are freaked out by me. I apparently don't notice when people are flirting with me at all. Is this a girlfriend thing? Like, is this just having a partner that they say, like, oh, they were flirting with you the whole time? Or is it genuinely something people are doing? Because I don't know. Like, there was this guy at a store today. He did ask for my number. He's flirting. It was like, okay, what's your email? Type it into the system, and he's like, sometimes we get stuck that we don't put online. You got a number? So I can add it in, and his phone, and I gave him I gave him my number. Okay, as I explain it, it does sound more... Oh yeah, he also said goodbye like this. Ashley walked away just miffed. Just with this on her face. And I go, are you okay? Just goes like, why is everyone...
Almost
you didn't get that it was flirting after that?
Watching.
She'd said, this is my personal phone number. Like, I didn't get like a text, did I? Okay, well it wasn't a flirty text. The other thing is that anyone that you meet like that, that's like a clerk on like, that works for like a store or something like that, they give you a WhatsApp instead of like a personal phone number. But I entered my phone number into this guy's like iPhone. That might be a thing. Can I tell you something, chat? I've had poppers before. I wouldn't say like I've had poppers. I've had a popper. I don't know what the fuck the hype is, because I tried them because Soda was over.
Did
and
I
Soda
have
went,
to check?
have you ever tried a popper before? And I went, no. And then he just went, you just open this and sniff it for a sec. And I did, and it just smells like sniffing a pen. Nothing happened. Just, ugh. Is that good? Is that something that people like? Then you woke up. Oh my god. Don't say shit like that. Oh my god. If you're not bottoming, you won't get it. Oh, okay. So they're not like, it's not like something you can just take and just fucking go out or something. It's not like a fun drug. It's just something for bottoms. So I stayed in Brighton for a little bit. I went to go see Wilbur Suit, because I think he's moving. I went briefly to go see Will for like an hour. He's this dude. He's a musician and YouTuber and well, I think he's just a musician. But I went to go to his house. It was really lovely. He got me a cup of tea. He was a nice guy. Got to his house and I got out the Uber and I just went, "Sup, man?" And he went like, "You're American. What? You're American. You're like pronouncing your R's. Do you want a glass of water?" Do I sound that American, dude? Surely not. Hear me out here. Do you think I could get away with saying that I'm an American that's lived in England for like a decade? Could I tell a British person that doesn't know shit about American accents, that I'm from, like, DC. No one knows what a fucking Washington, DC accent sounds like. It just sounds, it's vaguely American.
Correct.
I couldn't say I'm from Texas or California, because people know what that sounds like. No one knows what someone from DC sounds like. No.
It's more that you sound like a Brit who has lived in the US for too long.
That's less
rather
cool.
than the other way around.
You can't have gone back, you know? Because then it sounds lame, which is exactly what actually happened, but that sounds way lamer. What I should say is I'm from America, and make up a whole new backstory. Like, it's just bullshit.
Your accent puts the trans in transatlantic.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Didn't you come out as ace this week? I don't know why the fuck people thought that was like a coming out. I have said that I'm ace. I think I've said like, oh, I don't have much of a sex drive, and then just like, I'm a bit ace.
You can never look.
I guess I can talk about that kind of openly. I don't really care about that. How OF went ace. I know, right? Isn't it fun? Okay, so I think people kind of misunderstand the concept of being ace. I just don't really have an interest in, like, the thing. You know what I mean? I don't really care about fucking anyone. This just doesn't really appeal. You know what I mean? You still got a brain. You can still have fantasies and shit. So I kind of just go based on, like, for OF, just stuff that I like, stuff that I'd like to see. I'm not thinking, like, damn.
Congrats on officially joining the alphabet gang Ace King F1nn, the one-letter people least expected for you.
Yeah, right. I don't think that's really a big deal. Like, it's more, it's like, you know, like, atheists and shit? Like, well, it's not like a belief system, it's just, I don't do a thing that other people do. It's kind of that. I just don't, you guys all drink coffee and I don't, you know? That's it. I didn't realize that was a thing that you had to come out about. Was I supposed to come out? Was I supposed to tell people? At what point do I go like, yo, I don't want it? Guys, I got this really big thing to tell you. I don't feel like fucking. You need to replace the blue chair.
Finn's once again breaking the boundaries of sexuality. No one thought an asexual chaser could exist until he came along.
Bro. Okay. Ace chaser. The fuck? Okay, it was good, man. That was good. Well done. Just inventing new things to label Finn. Yeah. I think I will tell you to put money into fucking pensions, man. I'm not gonna be here at 55. I'm gonna, like, go out in, like, a scuba diving incident or something like that. I'm gonna be eaten by a shark. That's how I'm gonna be eaten by a shark at the age of 47. Clip it. Me, 6'4", I'm very much trying to be a trans woman. What's trying to be a trans woman? If you're a trans woman, you're a trans woman. It's not a look. It's not, like, an aesthetic or something like that. If you're a woman, you're a woman. Also, Ashley's I'd say arguably taller than me. I wouldn't say actually. I just think we have different eye heights, you know? Like, we have different sizes of face, but, like, the top of our heads are the same, kind of, nearly. Ashley's my height, you know? Ashley's pretty much my height. And Ashley's fucking beautiful. Ashley is Ashley is genuinely the most beautiful woman I've personally ever met. I am as tall as her. Kind of. Thank you. I don't know any AFAB person who's my height, so it makes me feel self-conscious a lot. Glad to know tall women are a thing. Can I give you a tip? Go to, like, a populated city. Like, go to, like, London or some shit like that. I had to go to London in, like, a dress for a video. It was like a little meme date with a YouTuber friend of mine, a guy called Nat. If you go to a city like that, where there's just a lot of people, you kind of end up seeing, like, oh, yeah, there's all sorts of different types of people.
I'm 6 feet tall.
Didn't he keep asking to kiss you? Yeah. Anyway, I don't know when people are flirting, apparently. I went to this coffee shop to pick up, like, drinks for people that I was shooting with. But there was, like, one girl that walked into the coffee shop next to me, and we were the same height. And she looked great, right? This was before I was dating Ashley. So, I'm allowed to say that a woman looked good before. Right now, no. But, you know, it was nice to know that, like, oh, okay, you know, women are taller. Tall women are a thing. Hey, fuck yeah. Yeah, my tea's getting cold. Alright, that's better. It tastes the same. I had this friend. We knew each other through, like, they were like a kind of family friend, and they were kind of the crazy one. And his whole grind was applying for jobs and lying. Just straight up fucking lying on the interview process. Writing, oh yeah, I've been at Google, I've done this, of course I can make your website for you. Shitty, I know. But then what he'd do is, as soon as he got hired, he would apply for all these jobs, and as soon as he got hired, he would learn how to do the exact job that he was applying for. So, like, if he needed to make a website for this job, he would say he knew how to make one and then learn how to make one. It fucking worked. He's, like, doing quite well. He did really well. He's also nuts. Like, the guy is genuinely just smart, smart-ish, you know. A little illegal, probably, but pretty great. The same guy, so he rented a place and decided this needs a different bathroom. So you'd think he'll call the landlord, he'll say, could we get, the bathroom needs a renovation. What do I need to do to make that happen? You know, he could do that. No, he just tore it down. He retiled his he learned how to retile bathrooms, and then he did it. And the landlord came over and went, fuck it, you did a good job. Okay, I'm not going to say his name, because the same guy that I'm talking about stole a train once, and I don't really want to get him in trouble. Also, did you know you could just steal trains? It's really just a lever. It just goes forward. There's a video of it on YouTube. The craziest thing to me that he's done, besides stealing a train, was that same house, the story's building, he went, this house is a little too small. I like the area I'm in. The area I'm in is lovely. But God, I do wish I had a porch, you know, shit like that. He goes, well, shit, I wish my house was bigger. I could put so much stuff in here. He rented like a bulldozer sort of thing, like just a large piece of machinery, and drove it through the house that he doesn't own. He does not own this house. There's genuinely a video of this on YouTube. I kind of really want to prove this to you. But I don't want to show his like YouTube name. So no permits, no nothing. It's not his house. It's genuinely not his house to do so. So he rented this thing, knocked down the side of it, and just started rebuilding the back of the house. He just laid out new foundations. He started doing brickwork. He learned how to lay bricks and do all this. There's no qualifications involved in this. He works out that he doesn't need to do any plumbing to the bit that he's adding the house to. He did need to do electrics, and he did that without killing himself somehow. I have no idea. The one thing I think he does know how to do is electrics. He might know how to do that. He knocks the thing down, he builds it up again, and the landlord, he never tells the landlord. He doesn't tell the landlord for legitimately over a year after it's completed. He's completed an extension on the house. The council don't know. The landlord doesn't know. Planning permission, my ass. He didn't do shit. Just FYI, my mom doesn't let this guy over at the house. Like, my mom has specifically banned this guy from visiting the house, like my parents' house. I'm not kidding, this guy's fucking crazy. But he's really nice, he's really cool. He does this, landlord doesn't visit, he comes around like just over a year later, and he goes, fucking sees what's happened and goes, rightfully, what the fuck have you done? But it's good. Like, it's not shitty. Like, it's a genuine, like, they've built this, and he's built it well. Like, he's improved the value of the house. And so, what do you fucking do as the landlord in this scenario? But immediately, as soon as he visited this guy, he just offers to buy the place. He just says, oh, I already did it. I already did it. You know, I've made the house value go up, and, like, without planning permission, the council will tear it down. No one reported him. No one reported it. It's fine. So this is the point in the story where I actually don't know what happened. Because I don't know if he ended up buying the house. I know that he did that because there's a whole video on YouTube about it. And he told us about it as he was doing it. Oh yeah, by the video on YouTube where he does steal a train, by the way, he's vlogging the whole thing. It's not like he just tells these stories. He's vlogging it. He just went like, yo, dude, I just watched the guy at the train walk out. I'm gonna go get in. And then he gets in. He runs to the train, he gets in, and then he went, oh fuck, the key's in it. And he just sees this big lever like in a movie and just and it goes. And he starts laughing like an idiot. And he's going like, holy shit, we're moving, oh my god. And then like he points the camera out the window. And then the guy that is, by the way, train with people on it. The guy that is, you know, running the train is like walking after him, doing that little like, oh shit, like that fast walk thing. And he goes like, hey, and then he pulls the lever down and gets out and fucking legs it. That's all he does. He's weird. He's a strange guy. That's so unsafe. I know. Like I said, there's a reason why my mom doesn't let him come over. My little sister was a menace when she was younger. So I don't know what it was, and she grew out of it, luckily. My little sister was creepy as fuck. So Ruby, her name's Ruby. She's an adult now, which is really weird to think about. When she was like nothing, like an age that I don't even have the memory to remember her at, you know? Like I must have been like 8 or something and she was like 6. I don't know, something like that, whatever. But my mom tells me this story and she says, yeah, there was this one time your sister scared the living shit out of me. Late at night, all the lights are off, everyone's asleep, it's like 1 a.m. My sister gets up and walks into my mom's room because my mom and dad were sleeping in separate rooms at the time because my dad had this fucking, you know when you snore at night and you fucking are like, there's a word. Either way, my sister walks into my mom's room and just stands in the doorway, sleep apnea, yeah, and just stands in the doorway, just fucking looking at her, and then looks slightly past her. Just this. And then my mom wakes up and go, oh, Jesus, honey, you scared me. Are you okay? what's up? What are you doing okay? Did you wake up? Did you have a little nightmare? And she just goes, who's that girl behind you? My mom. My mom fucking shit herself, dude. She was fucking terrified. She was sleepwalking, yeah. But like, to the orphanage. Dude, you're telling me you wouldn't shake that baby? You're telling me they say some of that shit and you're like, fucking what? Get out. No, this is like the sign in a horror movie where you leave. Like, everyone's going like, fucking leave the house, man. It's haunted. That thing is haunted. Fucking run away. That's that moment. That's when you should have got out the fucking... done with. She shouldn't have lived after that day. What did your little sister see? I fucking whacked her in the head once. I'll tell you what my little sister saw, and it wasn't an apparition. It was a fucking vision from a dream. Well, you want me to tell you why? There was this one time when I was like, Ruby was about 3. Just about learning to run sort of age. And we were at this like caravan park. Like, we went on holiday that, you know, family's not exactly well off. We went to this like little holiday in this like caravan area in like Wales. And we like rented some shitty caravan for a bit. And then me and my dad were like, we'd set up this makeshift game with like sticks and a ball and a bat of cricket, because I liked cricket at the time. And just as I was like, the what's it called? The caravan had a wheelchair ramp, so it had a little ramp so my sister could walk down it. And just as my dad was throwing the ball, by the way, I was like 8, by the way, at this point in time. Just so I was running the ball, you hear Ruby go, "Hey, Dad!" Bonk! Fucking drew the bat back. This cricket bat. If you haven't seen a cricket bat, there's an angle on the other side. I knocked her out. Actually. I asked my dad about this recently because I remembered my memory was a bit fuzzy on it, so I asked him. And I wanted to get, like, a thing with that. I didn't know she was there. She just came running up behind me when she was... Oh, damn, was she okay? No! I knocked her out. Genuinely. And my parents freaked the fuck out because they think I've just murdered my sister. Because I've whacked her, a 3-year-old, or 2-year-old, in the head with a... She was not older than 3 at the time, right? Whacked her in the head with a bat. I felt awful. I did as good as my 8-year-old self could do, or 7-year-old self could do, and, like, went to the fair thing the next day. I won a game, and I got her a big old teddy bear as a present for nearly murdering her. And now that's a nice little inside joke between us. That's really scary. Oh, yeah. My parents... You gotta give my parents credit. They didn't even yell at me. You know, they just were worried about Ruby, but they didn't go like, "You nearly fucking killed my kid, man!" Like, dude, they're great. They're great. It was an accident, and they knew it. They're just good people. But like, oh my god. Could you imagine if your kid nearly fucking killed you? So here's how this story went when I was asking about it recently. I said like, "Oh, can you tell Ashley about that time that I hit Ruby in the head with a cricket bat?" And then my dad tells the story, and I go, "Yeah, she was like asleep for a while." And as I was saying it, I was like, oh shit. like, and she was fine, you know, when, like, late, like, the next day, and my dad went, "No." And I just, like, went, oh, man. But she was, like, fine, and they were like, "We didn't know." We didn't know. We didn't know if she was fine. For, like, a while. They didn't know for hours if she was okay, you know? I think, like, the next day I met Ruby and said, like, "Do you want to hit you in the head? I'm really sorry about that." But she's nice. She turned out okay. She's going to uni, you know? Like,
I did live in a house.
Can I give you a hot take before I head off? Because I want to do something that'll make people a little bit mad. Obviously, we're all for equality. But there's, like, one good flag design. Every, like, LGBTQ flag, all of them, suck. Besides the trans one. There's one pretty flag and it's the trans flag. I'm so sorry. Have you seen the polyamory flag? Look at this shit. Tell me this isn't a fucking small nation state. This is the polyamory flag? Throw some pretty shit in there, man. That's a country. You know what that represents? I googled this. Do you know what the pi represents? Oh, it represents the infinite amount. The pi and its infinite digits represents the infinite amount of partners you could have if you're polyamorous. I've been poly, dude. That shit's cringe. I mean, not the polyamory thing, but that's a cringe thing to do. That's a cringe thing to have on a flag. Okay, look. LGBT flag, the general one. Passable flag, it's a rainbow. It's a classic. Bisexual, not bad. Asexual flag sucks. And polysexual sucks. All of this shit sucks. Straight ally flag actually kind of goes a little bit hard. I'll give you that one. Bigender sucks. I'm sorry, it's close. Polyamory sucks. Pansexual sucks. Aromantic, I think that says. That looks like shit. This one looks like shit. Does that say Philadelphia? Sorry, that threw me. Gay? Wait, there's a whole separate gay flag? I thought it's just... What the fuck? Why is it got the worst aesthetic and color scheme out there? This sucks dick and... The gay flag sucks dick. I'm sorry, it sucks. Ugh, man. There's one pretty flag here, man. And it's the trans one. No wonder they're going up in popularity. Listen, boomers. Make a better straight flag. Then you'll get more of them on your side. The trans flag's too pretty. You're giving them shit to root behind, man. There's one pretty one, it's that one. Listen, the gays are awesome, but they suck at making flags. They got one right. Anyway, chat, I think I'm gonna be out of here. Now that I've offended everyone. I'm sorry. But anyway, boys, I will see you later. Love you guys. Ta-da.